Oh, well hi there, I didn't see you. I was just coming home from a long day of disappointing my father. Well, here we are again. It's winter, it's cold, it's the holiday season. Merry Christmas to you all! Happy holidays! And if you have a problem with happy holidays, then happy shut the fuck up. This is a time to appreciate all that's given to you and to really make the most of what you have. But Christmas, Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, these are times where you also complain about the gifts that you didn't want. And that's what I'm here for. Uncle Val visited my computer and dumped a load of maps into it, just like the last few years, and I'm gonna talk about them. Good old Uncle Valve, who at a time was who you look forward to getting a present from the most, is now content to re-gift something he got you last year and fall asleep on the couch. But hey, Smissmas is a joyous time of coming together, so let's look under that tree and see what presents Uncle Valve decided to leave for us, eh? You know, I feel like a broken record when I say that I didn't like something new that was added, because yeah, these aren't all that great. The tier system is something I never really liked, and it's just really an excuse to add a flashy looking hat or misc that will artificially drive up the price. Sure, if I put my time into making an item, of course I'd want it to be the very top of the collection, but sometimes it feels like the real best item just gets sidelined. Like this? Oh, this looks bad. This really bad. This freaking sucks, man. What is even wintry or holiday-y about Scout getting tattoo sleeves? And it's the only Scout misc we got. It sucks. It doesn't look good. I hate it. But then, right underneath it, you got this awesome coat for Pyro. So yeah, there are some standouts, but most of them kind of suck. You know, at least it's not like the last few years where items were so shockingly bad that people started like protesting the workshop and hating people who uploaded things. But I shouldn't have to compare it to that. They should just be good items that aren't holiday specific, but wintry enough so that they can be worn all year round. But then there's another problem of distribution among the classes. Why did Sniper only get one item? Soldier only got one item, and it is arguably the ugliest item in the entire case. This looks awful. Why did Engineer get 2 whole sets, and out of all 4 items, only one of them looks any good? I might be coming off as an asshole, but for once, this opinion of mine is more or less widely shared. Now, I'm not mad that we're getting new stuff into the game. Like, I'd be a psychopath if I'd be getting mad at that. Cheers to those who put time and effort into making these. You're a lot more talented and handsome than I am. But Valve should really look more into some quality control, if you know what I mean. Now then, let's move on to the new taunts, and there's only 3 of them. Spy's new taunt is really pushing the boundary on what even classifies as a taunt. And yeah, I could say the same about a lot of these. I mean, we've really moved away from them even acting as taunts anymore. I mean, sure, I guess all the way back when the Shred Alert was first added, you're not really taunting anyone with that, but whatever, I digress. Given that TF2 was the first game to even have taunts, I'd say it's fine. They're basically just emotes without the name, and of course, if you told anyone that, they'd have you castrated. But, you know, when I play Fortnite, I just call them taunts. That's ingrained in my brain, so yeah, I'd say it fits. Shows the impact they had. But anyway, the tailored terminal is fine. Just another way for Spy to sit around and not really do anything. It's not even very funny either, which is normally at least the saving grace for me. Like, yeah, something can be stupid, but as long as it's funny, I'll usually forgive it. Not really the case here. I don't care for this. The same can be applied to the next taunt, Pyro's Roasty Toasty. Yet another taunt where Pyro just sits around, doesn't do shit. This is like the 3rd or 4th of these that are exactly the same with different animations, where Pyro just like kind of sits there and does something. The gasoline pool taunt was at least thematic to the end of the line update. Here, Pyro just sits around a campfire. And it's not even a funny or a play on Pyro being a pyro. It's just a basic ass campfire. If it were like a burning dead body that he's roasting the s'mores over, that would be cool. Or maybe if you don't have Pyrovision equipped, they're eyeballs. But with Pyrovision equipped, they're marshmallows. This isn't very creative, and I don't like it. You know, it was clever when Engineer did the whole sitting taunt thing 8 years ago. Not so much now. But now we move on to the only taunt that actually matters. We finally got the taunt that all 4 heavy mains have dreamed of! The Russian Rubdown. It's perfect. There's no better gratifying feeling than knowing, hey, I voted for that taunt in the workshop, and then it gets into the game! It's thematic to Heavy's character. It serves its purpose as a taunt by really showing off. I can already see people doing this in competitive mode, and overall, it just looks great! Heavy statically lifting weights and doing push-ups, yeah, that kind of sucked. But this and the proletariat pose down, ugh, that's the good shit! With that over with, let's talk about these maps. There's 5 of them, and they aren't particularly good or well made. I struggled to actually find servers, whether it was obnoxiously long wait times or they just weren't good, fun games to play in, so most of the time, I just played with bots, so at least I could get footage. I'm not going to torture myself with shitty games where I get rolled. The footage would be bad, and it makes me not want to play, and overall, it wouldn't be a very fun video to make. So when I could get away with it, I just played with bots. With that in mind, an easy start to this will be Coal Pit. It's Gravel Pit, but snowy. It was made by fellow YouTuber R back in 2020 as part of his own little map event. It was a basic reskin of Gravel Pit called Snow Pit that Eric Smith thought was good enough to be in the game as is. But R himself, he hated that. You can watch this video right here that shows all the elaborate depth he goes into on making the map and how he really hated it. So in 2022, he called up some of his friends to help him fix it up and make it look a lot less like shit. And within 1 week, map was made in 1 week, it was done. It comes with all the same drippings as standard Gravel Pit, warts and all, but now it's snowing. And there's reskin pumpkin bombs throughout the map. On the last point, there's even an admittedly pretty cool ice lake that doesn't actually have any ice physics. I guess they learned their lesson from the frozen double frost sewers. Asking someone if they like Coal Pit is simple. Do you like playing Gravel Pit? Then you'll like playing Coal Pit, and vice versa. Personally, I think if you're gonna take an existing map and change it for the holidays, you should at least take that opportunity to fix any issues that come with the base map. Like, the Halloween version of Gorge, it has some minor differences that help flow better with more alternate paths. They could have made the last point taller, that center tower, they could have made that taller so that you can't just spam pipes and stickies and kill anyone trying to defend. But they didn't. So you're gonna get the same basic experience as you would if you just played Gravel Pit. It's a really pretty map, and the before and after comparison is nuts. But it's just Gravel Pit, and that's really all it has going for it. Let's switch things up and play some payload. Here we have PL Rumford, which is just a winter version of PL Rumford. I guess when you're desperate to get your map into the game, plopping a white coat of snow on it is a guaranteed win for sure. Like how Koth Bagel isn't in the game, but its Halloween version, Cauldron, is. Anyway, it's a payload map. What you see is what you get, and what you get is a one-sided clusterfuck that heavily favors blue team. It is impossible to get a defense going on red team once you lose first. Blue has so much non-stop momentum, and the fact that once the first point is capped, red spawn changes, so it's completely lopsided.
Oh,
and we
trap.
Oh,
bye,
yeah, nice
guys.
job, idiot. How would you know that door was gonna close, idiot? You stupid.
I don't know where our next spawn is. All the way over there. Why?
Yeah. You better build a fuck teleporter, because I'm not doing it.
First time playing, I was able to build a teleporter literally right next to Blue's first spawn, and they just never noticed. Or they just never had time to stop and check because they never stopped pushing the cart. This is one of those maps where it's not even fun to win because it didn't feel fair. And if you're on defense, you might as well just re-queue because you aren't gonna win. You know a map is great when the first thing people have to say when they first play it is this.
You know, I don't think this map is too bad. It's kind of fast-paced, actually.
I'm glad that...
No, what just happened was last game, how we couldn't get a defense up? That's what this is.
What? Not
But
being able
we're
to
on
get a
the other
defense
side
up?
now. Yeah, they just can't get a defense up, and we just have constant momentum.
Oh, I get it.
This is, like, not good. This is really bad. We're not getting stopped, like, anywhere.
Oh, arbitrary wait times on a payload map.
That's how map makers combat bad pacing.
An arbitrary wait time?
Yeah, they just
On
put
the-
fake pacing, so you're not...
the fucking... Are you talking about the little turntable?
Yeah.
That's, oh, I didn't space out my my spawns enough. They can't build a defense. Also, the fact that we, like, respawn instantly on blue, what the fuck is that about?
Not to mention we respawn on the fucking point. We respawn on the objective. We don't have to run anywhere. There's no need for teleporter.
I think I understand why the original map still isn't in the game. It isn't balanced properly. But hey, nobody gives a shit about balance during the funny holiday update, so I guess it's fine. You know, unless they actually add them into the base game. Moving on, let's bundle up on CTF Frosty, which is a very creative name. This is a capture the flag map, and like most capture the flag maps, it isn't very fun. Double Cross is the best CTF map in the game, and even that has its problems. This map is a flat bore, but at the same time, is also kind of confusing. Like, I got lost looking for the intel a few times, which is funny looking back at the footage, because it's also just a straight shot, basically. And because it's a straight shot, you know what that means. It's a sniper sightline. The main area is big and open, so yeah, it's great to rocket jump around, but that also means a competent sniper can walk out of spawn and completely screw you over. This is the only map I can think of, at least off the top of my head, where I'd say that there's too many alternate routes. Why would I ever go the top route, or through the cave, or through the air vents, when I can just walk through the front door with this giant hole in the wall? I don't think this map is too asshole-ish, but a majority of the action certainly happens in the middle bridge area. I almost never had an encounter in the caves, or on top of the cliffs, or even that little back area where you drop down into the intel. I know everyone treats Capture the Flag as a glorified deathmatch, but come on. I honestly don't have that much to say. It's not awful, but it isn't very good. Like, it's not something that I'd queue up and replay like, oh yes, can't wait to queue up for CTF Frosty, best map in the game! No, it's not like that. So, I guess this is just boring at worst and average at best. Not fun, but not terrible. We had Frosty, so how about Frost Cliff? I'm sensing a pattern with these names here. Here we have, another snowy version of an already existing map. You know, okay, if you're gonna be lazy and just change the theme on a map, you should go the extra mile and make it a total conversion of the original. Like how Mountain Lab is almost unrecognizable from Man Manor, despite being the same map. But no, that's fine, who needs any of that? Anyway, Frostcliff is the most boring kind of a payload map. Just a long snake path with a last point that's as hard to defend as Saxton Hale's Australian-covered shit. Do you like long, winding paths? Do you like final points that are nearly impossible to attack? Well then yeah, you probably wouldn't like Frostcliff very much. Here's the thing, it's not a bad map, it's just badly designed. It's boring to look at, it's boring to play, but then suddenly, it's really fucking annoying to play because the last point is like a dumpster fire. Having to go through that long, winding corridor where there's basically no helpful flank routes and the defending team can put down one sentry and hold it for like 10 minutes? That's not fun. It doesn't help that their spawn is right on last anyway, so they'll always be there to defend. I feel like I complain a lot when maps are favored towards one team, but that's because I shouldn't ever load into a map and think to myself upon spawning in, oh my god, I do not want to play on this team.
They have another level 3, bro.
Yeah,
It's not fun when you get stomped, and it's not fun when you do the stomping. Maps should be balanced, so it feels like an honest struggle. It should feel good when you triumph over a strong defense, or when you lose, you should think, well, they were the better team, but we still tried really hard. You shouldn't think, they weren't even that good, they just had a bullshit defense. So Frostcliff might not be fun to play. And it might not be pretty to look at, and it might not be balanced, but it is, well, nothing. It just exists. But that's not what I can say for the next map that's on the list.
test audiences in the Mall of America. Their responses were varied. Ludicrous was a word that we heard. Deplorable? That was one. Unwatchable? Yeah.
Finally, we have Frostwatch. Again, with the word frost. It doesn't even feel like a real word anymore. Frostcliff, Frostwatch, Frosty. Not to mention that last year we got Double Frost. How many more frosty names do we need? Did Valve really not think this name abundance was a little ridiculous? This is the Frost update. I should just change my name to Wayfrost or some other bullshit. How do you come up with these names anyway? Gee, I'm making a winter version of a map for TF2 and I can't think of what to call it. Oh, I know, I'll just throw a little frost in there and there. That'll be perfect. Anyway, Frostwatch. Hell has finally frozen over, and that's exactly where this godforsaken map takes place. Maps like these are why the queue is dead every time I try to play. This is the worst of them all. Here, we have a claustrophobic, boxed-in, ugly mess of a map. Everything has this disgusting gray and brown hue to it. Even when you go outside, it's not pretty to look at. The first point is way too enclosed, with every route in is either really small and hard to navigate, or is so boxed in that one singular crit rocket or grenade could kill everyone if they were bunched up on the first point. And it's still not an original map! It's another Winterkin version of a map that already exists, called Firewatch! That's why there's present boxes copy-pasted all over the map. This map isn't wintry enough. I know. Presents all over. That'll be perfect. It's like, oh, come on! Is one of these winter maps even remotely original at all? This map is shockingly bad, and I cannot believe it got approved. But then again, so did Whatville, so I have no reason to be surprised. This isn't fun to play on, it's not fun to defend, and it's especially not fun to attack. The last point is like a gleaming turd on a shit-covered Christmas tree. It presents everything you shouldn't do when making a map. The second point should not be a wide sniper sightline. It shouldn't be easy to plop down 2 or 3 sentries over shutter doors that need to delay before they open, and then the sentries can kill you instantly. It shouldn't be possible to put 1 sentry down on the point that can never be destroyed. It shouldn't be possible to stand on the point without cover, still live, and get kills. You shouldn't have to climb a hill to get to the high ground to get to the point. This is my live reaction to trying to even get to the point.
Are you fucking kidding me? Oh my god. Holy shit. Oh my god. I'm not playing any more of that. I'm not playing any more of that.
No wonder it took me 2 hours to get into a game, and when I did, the lobby was empty for like the first 2 minutes. Nobody's playing these maps, and I completely understand why. Why would I even want to play here? Why would anyone want to play here? I am just pissing shit all over this fucking map. I'd rather stand out in the snow until my balls are frozen. Waylon, you're overreacting. Well, at least I am reacting. Oh, but it's not as bad as Whatville. That shouldn't be the bar. Passive talk is why we get shitty maps like this. This is an embarrassment on Valve's behalf. I am stunned that this made it into the game. This is like designing a map for Team Fortress Classic back when you had to connect to the internet on your fucking phone. It sucks and is a terrible way to spend the holiday season. If I was like a new player or something and I booted up TF2 for the first time and this happened to be the first map I got, I'd turn the fucking game off. I'd uninstall the game. I'd go play, I don't know, League of Legends. I'm more excited for fucking Fortnite Winterfest than I am for this pitiful excuse of an update. I remember when end-of-the-year events were a time of glorious rebalances, a time of change, ringing in the new year with new ways to play. There is nothing exciting about Valve automatically ticking a box on December 1st that says, oh, now you can play winter maps, and then maybe getting the actual update like 6 days later. Scream Fortress has been automated since 2015, but I was really hoping that Smissmas wouldn't be the same case. I remember how I felt back in 2020 when this first annual update thing started. It was a complete shock and surprise. New maps, new hats. But then the excitement of your new gift wears off as you tear open the wrapping paper and find a box full of peppermint flavored shit. It doesn't feel good to play these maps when you know that they weren't put in the game with tender love and care. They were just put in to fill a quota and tick a automatic box. And yeah, I'm sure the people who made these maps put a lot of heart and soul into them. I'm not gonna say like, how fucking dare you design a map for the game that you love, you asshole! No, I don't feel like that at all. I just want, better maps to get into the game. It's not their fault that their map got picked. No, it's all Valve's fault. But it's not like how it used to be, where when a new map from the community got added, it got a whole section of a blog post, or, they gave a shout out to the creators. Nowadays, it feels like these maps just spawn in from the aether and, suddenly they're in the game. This isn't the Australian Christmas I'd want. When this trend first started in 2020, I was excited and hopeful for the kind of maps we'd get, and how many seasonal updates would become a regular staple. 2 years later, and we're still stuck with barely getting Halloween and barely getting winter. No spring or summer updates in sight. Whatever, I might as well quit complaining. I'm never gonna get my wish, and I've just probably been coming off as a big Scrooge this entire video. But on the topic of 2020, not many of you may know this, I actually made a video on the first real Smissmas update way back then. Though, I uploaded that to my other channel before I made this channel here. And speaking of this channel, I had a busy year. I made a lot of videos. Hopefully, you guys liked at least 2 of them. I also made plenty of new friends through this channel, and what is the holiday season if not for celebrating the friends you've made and your yearly accomplishments? So, let's not end this video on a sour note. I mean, I could, but sour candy, that's more of a Halloween thing. I've been on YouTube for nearly 10 years now, and only now have I ever felt like I had a truly fun experience. This is the first year I truly felt like, hey, these videos are fun to make. They're fun to watch. They're reaching people. Other people actually enjoy them and want to see more. I really felt for the first time that I was improving as a YouTuber, and I have all of your positivity to thank for that. And I especially wanted to thank my patrons, like that guy, and even former patrons who had to quit due to financial problems, like the Boogie Bomb. I'd also personally like to thank all of my amazing fans who submitted fan art of any kind, like that guy, Curry Leaf, Mr. B, Bangkok, Waffles, Bloody Blade, Blondie, Oatman, and everyone who has ever left me a kind comment. You really made my day. My good pals along the way, I've met a lot of those too, like Indy, Not Sam G, Partypug TV, Jamal, Stuttering Mania, Young Spirofire, and everyone else on screen that I'm not going to say because it'll be too long. All of them helped make my year an awesome one. All of you gave me the best year on YouTube I've ever had. And even if 2023 is just completely devoid of TF2 content, like once again we get nothing new and everyone just has to reach out of the bottom of their ass to scrape something together for a video, I hope I'll still be here making videos, and I hope 2023 will be even better. The year of Wayland shall be upon us soon! Merry Smissmas to all, and to all a good night.